All right, so get ready to dig into something you might not expect today. We're talking Def Leppard.
Def Leppard.
Yeah, Hysteria. You know the song, big hit, catchy tune, but have you ever stopped and really listened to the lyrics?
I mean, I can't say that I have, to be honest. I've heard it a million times, of course. Who hasn't? But analyze it? Not really.
That's what we're here for.
Yeah.
It's wild how much is packed into those lyrics, the emotions, the intensity.
There's a reason these songs become anthems, right? Got to be more to it than just a good beat.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And Hysteria doesn't waste any time. Gets right to the point, right? That feeling of like desperate longing, out of touch, out of reach, you could try to get closer to me.
Yeah. Wow. You're right. It's like a punch to the gut, that yearning. The way they keep repeating, I gotta know tonight if you're alone tonight. Man, that urgency.
Intense, right? And speaking of intense,
Oh, here we go. I see what you did there.
had to. But seriously, the word hysteria, it's everywhere in the song. Oh, I get hysterical hysteria, almost like they're giving in to something, yeah.
Yeah. And that's where things get really interesting, right? Because hysteria, it's not just a random word, it's got baggage. Historically, it's been used to, well, to dismiss strong emotions, especially in women.
Wow, yeah. Never thought about it like that.
But here's Def Leppard, a bunch of dudes using it in this raw, powerful way, almost like they're reclaiming it,
Yeah.
giving it a whole new meaning in the context of this desperate desire. Adds a layer to the song you might miss otherwise.
Totally changes how you hear it. And then just when you think you've got a handle on things, they hit you with this. Do you believe it? Better start believing because it's a miracle. What's that all about?
It's the genius of it, right? So many interpretations. On the
Mhm.
surface, maybe it's about faith, about clinging to hope in the face of uncertainty. Or maybe it goes even deeper than that.
How so?
Think about it. The speaker's so consumed by this longing, this need to know, that maybe, just maybe, they need to believe in miracles. Like, that's the only way this can possibly work out the way they want. It's almost like a self-fulfilling prophecy, you know?
Wow, yeah. Makes you think about how powerful belief can be, even if it's in something you can't quite explain. And that ties into the whole urgency in the song, too, doesn't it? It's not just, hey, I like you, let's hang out sometime. It's, I gotta know tonight.
Absolutely. It's that right here, right now energy, which, let's be honest, screams 80s rock, doesn't it? Big hair, big emotions, no holding back. It's like Hysteria is the soundtrack to just going for it, consequences be damned.
It's interesting, though, because while the music is definitely high energy, there's almost a vulnerability to the lyrics, wouldn't you say?
100%. It's like this raw nerve exposed. They're not trying to play it cool, not trying to hide their feelings. They're laying it all out there, that desperation, that hope, that fear of rejection. And that's what makes it so relatable. Even decades later, we've all felt that, haven't we? That longing for connection, that fear of being alone.
You know, we've talked a lot about the lyrics, but we can't forget the music itself. Those driving drums, the soaring vocals, the way it all builds to that crescendo. It's like the music itself is yearning, you know?
Right, like it's mirroring those raw emotions we're talking about. It's not just background noise, it's an essential part of the story. Imagine Hysteria as a ballad, all soft and slow. Wouldn't have the same impact, would it?
Not even close. It's like the music is a pressure cooker, building that intensity until it has to explode.
Exactly. And when it does, you can't help but get swept up in it. It's visceral.
So we've explored this raw longing, the weight of the word hysteria, even that hint of faith and surrendering to something bigger. And we've only scratched the surface. It makes you wonder how many other songs have these hidden depths waiting to be uncovered, right?
It makes you want to put on your headphones and just start listening with fresh ears.
Exactly. And on that note, here's something for everyone listening to chew on. Think about a song you love, one you've probably heard 1,000 times. Now imagine stripping away the music and just focusing on the words. What stories are they telling? What emotions are hiding beneath the surface? That's something to ponder next time you hit play.